team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on last year's national champion, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oklahoma's offense will have the football first. You go back over the history of this rivalry, and there have certainly been close games, but there have also been a large number of blowouts, and we had one last year for the Horns, David.
And I think as a Texas fan, you better understand that, because when you win big the year before, OU is going to come out with their hair on fire, Jesse, ready to make a statement.
When I think back to last year's game, the thing that impressed me so much about Texas was that they stepped up and brought their A game to the ballpark in the Red River rivalry, one of the biggest games of the year. Let's see who's going to step up in this one today.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Pulls it in. It's Tease. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
How nice is it as a play call on a critical 3rd down in a pretty obvious passing situation when you've got a guy like this that can just take off and go get you the 1st down, right? There's no...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference. And now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football, and we've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Wheeler. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. And the Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So Texas offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the air, it's Reed. Got it in the middle. It's McCutcheon. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns are on the move. They try to pop a run on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Motion from the back. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Lockett. Bounced off his feet.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. Fourth down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Drop him back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the...
Turning it on! That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. It's complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So they'll send out the field goal unit from the right hash. And this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely center cut. And the 3-ball gives us a tie. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The RPO fired complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Will be got it out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's a draw. Jukes his way for more. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lockett. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I...
Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they're
picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Reed. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Longhorns! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UMass. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Looking to fire. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical. I know the aggressive play is to go for the touchdown, but with a little bit of lead right here and a great start for my offense, I'm going to kick this field goal, Palmer.
I'm going the other way. I'm going aggressive here. You can put the nail in the coffin with the touchdown. Even if you don't get it, they still have to drive the entire...
Sneaks into the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Wants to fire on second down. He's going to run it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Fires left. He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Makes the grab.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Firing to the right, complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and
there he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man, it's Paul. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Caught over the middle, it's Lockett. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's McCutcheon. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. Got a little space. Turning it on. Touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this route we're getting, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Sam Houston looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks, and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 22 to Jacksonville State. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That's caught. It's Wheeler. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting a run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Here comes the Texas offense. It's a draw. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Release to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Simon. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see.
Oh, he's got some space. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
Let's go. Looking for a man. It's Reed. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Unleashes to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with that little catch.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man to the left. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes...
Touchdown, Oklahoma! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And the extra point is good. They marched 79 yards on the drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Reed. Finds his man. It's McCutcheon. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Stands in the game, and we'll start with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays. Here, but it was still a positive game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down.
Here we go.
Back to pass. They're working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Well, these wide receivers work the middle of the field. So much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Smashes it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Off-play action on first down. He'll heave it deep. He's got it. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. And the best thing point about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his man down the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Makes a man miss. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I think we need to see more creativity in the route running. We need some slants. We need some out-breaking routes. You're expecting man coverage down in this area of the field, so you got to do something to create separation.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Francis. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Great place to start for this offense. Unloads quickly. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Using his legs, it's Washington. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
They'll try to sneak it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Hauls it in. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the back. Made a defender miss. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that...
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over there they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Find some fresh air. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Fires to the wideout. He got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
To throw, it's Reed. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Sam Houston looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 29 to Jacksonville State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gets the back moving. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Jordan. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. The sure hands, it's Ferguson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Ferguson. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Francis. He makes the grab. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for the...
Picked off to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! Now they've got a little breathing room after that sixth victory is in the offing, it appears.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Cassell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Oklahoma offense will take over. 1st and 10.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. 1st and 10. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Fires to the big fella. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.